Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad. I believe it's video number 31. Wow, time is passing. Just wanted to catch up and tell you what we did last week. I had indicated in the last video that we were going on a cruise where us Rover Scout crew get together. This is a picture of Eddie, who came down from Kamloops. He's the fellow who's suffering from cancer and been saying, hey guys, we got to go on a cruise. Don't know how much longer we'll be around. So we went on the cruise on the Sea Holly, and that's Eddie steering the boat. And while we were on our way from Vancouver Island, on our way to Salt Spring, we came across a Chinese junk. I asked Ken, who's been sailing and going around often, he says, hasn't seen many of those around our waters, but there was a Chinese junk as we were going south. They were going north. This is the boat, the Sea Holly. If you can see it here, I think, trying to highlight it, in Ganges Harbor in Salt Spring Island. And whilst there, we did a few typical things which I shared with you last week, but we did see what I call a dog water taxi. This lady was rowing her boat in Ganges Harbor from one side to the other and taxiing her dogs from one side to the other of the harbor. We also saw some seaplanes. I'm sorry about the quality of the picture. The one plane, the red and white one on this side, was taking off. I snapped a picture through the window, but unfortunately the window I was a bit fogged up. By the time I got outside that to try and take another picture, the plane had already moved off, so I couldn't get a nice picture, but you can see two seaplanes in the bit of the misty window. So we often see the seaplanes, and what we often do, in fact, one of the activities that we do a lot of is play cribbage. I have a record of it, 21 games, and that's Eddie and Mati playing cribbage. Out of the 21 games, 7 of them were won by Ken, who owns the Sea Holly. He won 100% of the 7 games. Eddie won 6 of the games, although he partook in 16 of them. So his record wasn't as good as mine in the number of percentage of games. He won 37.5% of the games, as did Mati. But Mati won 3 out of the 8 games he played. And I won 5 out of the 11, which meant I won 45% of the games. But Captain Ken, or Ancient Mariner Ken, now I'll explain that, he won 100% of the games he played, all 7. This is something else we do. We eat. We're finishing up some ice cream, which is a tradition on the Sea Holly when we get together. So there's Eddie, Mati, myself, and Ken eating ice cream. We also had an occasion where Mati here was giving Ken a new hat, because Ken didn't like the fact that we had a hat that said captain, and he said, he's not a captain, this is just a boat. Captains are captains of ships, so it's too ostentatious to be called a captain. So he's very happy to receive a new cap from the Ancient Mariner, and thanks to Mati for getting those hats for us. There's Ken in his Ancient Mariner hat, which he feels is much more appropriate than the captain hat he had. Another hat was given to Mark. Mark is an old friend now of the crew, but of Mati, who lived with his brother at one time. And Mark lives on Salt Spring Island. He comes and visits us, and he's now an honorary member of the crew, so he was given a hat. So there's myself with the first mate's hat, Mati, Mark, and Ed with their crew hat, and Ken with his Ancient Mariner's hat on the Sea Holly. So we had that. So that's some of the things we were doing in last week. That's a picture of the Sea Holly in Ganges Harbor again. So what's happening subsequent to that is Ed would like to get together again as soon as possible. Now it's a long way for him to come down from Kamloops, and it's so we are planning to go up in a week and a half's time, not this weekend, but the following weekend, and we've rented a log cabin, very fancy log cabin with 4 bedrooms and nice kitchen in a skiing area for winter. And we're not going to be there in winter, but it's what it's like a ski area, little village ski area like Whistler, but smaller in Kamloops area. And we're going to go and spend a few days again with Eddie because I'm not too sure if he's going to make it to the next year's uh, cruise. So he wants to play some more cribbage. So we'll go and see how well we're doing with cribbage. So that's what we're up to. Thought I would inform you how it went and what we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks as well. Spend some more time with Eddie. Now, what else is going on? I had some good experience recently with that organization I may have mentioned, Agora Speakers International. I just attended an ambassadors roundtable earlier today, where we had people from Nepal, India, the UK, and myself from Canada discussing some options, including working with youth. And I really am getting more excited about what Agora Speakers International offers. And really, it's a nonprofit organization that says it empowers you to become a brilliant communicator, a confident leader who will actively build a better world. And working with young people is part of the mandate that I see. And there's a lot of interest in what I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying working with them. So we had that meeting, and Ravi in Nepal and I are releasing some youth club manuals, which will, I think, make a big impact for the youth and the youth who are associated with Agora Speakers International. So that's some exciting work that's been going on. So I thought I would update, and hopefully things are going well with you in these interesting times. And wishing you and your family lots of love and laughter. So I'll say adios, au revoir, and see you again. Bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.